Welcome back, Helldivers, to your daily news update. Now today we're going to be talking about a brand new Galactic War update, a new major order, and also we're going to be starting off with a interview from the CEO of Arrowhead, Johan. It's pretty interesting as well to find out. It's like some information on the whole backstory of Helldivers, so I hope you guys do enjoy today's news video. If you do, please consider dropping a like and subscribing to the channel, as it supports me so much. Thank you guys for the amazing support so far this year, and let's get in with the video. So we're going to begin with the new interview, and it was with PlayStation Blog, and it's how the names Arrowhead and Studios and Helldivers 2 came to be. So Arrowhead Game Studios CEO Johan explains how the studio name comes from a name translation plus the background of the game title Helldivers. So gamers take quite a lot of unique and interesting names at face value, but there's always an insightful origin story to be told. We spoke with Arrowhead Games CEO Johan about how the studio and Helldivers franchise came to be. And then we have a bit of information here. So behind the name Arrowhead Games, the PlayStation Blog page said, "How did you come up with your name for Arrowhead Game Studios?" Johan goes on to say, "We tried to come up with a studio name. We had a long day of throwing ideas around, but ultimately only Arrowhead stuck, without much competition. The name Arrowhead mainly came of two ideas. One, my last name is Pilestead, I think that's how you pronounce it, and which can be directly translated to in English as Arrowstead. We also like the idea Arrowhead is because it sounds like a serious company, the tip of an arrow, the cutting edge. Then you see a logo, a person with an arrow comically piercing their head, and meaning changes into something dumber. We did somewhat cheekily decide to call our studio Arrowhead Game Studios, plural, just in case we'd grow to encompass more than one studio someday. Now the name stands as a reminder of our student beginnings when we were 5 people in a small room on LTU campus. Even the logo hasn't changed much since then, and we're still chasing the same dream to change the game industry with the power of the fantasy first co-op games." Now, do you know what? I loved reading that, because I sometimes feel like whenever I know like it's very different being a YouTuber and being a game developer and a studio, but I remember the first day I ever made my YouTube channel, and a little backstory behind me, which if anyone actually cares, is I was playing the game. I was about 14 years old, and I was playing Crysis 2, I think, and this is, by the way, I've never told this story before, yeah, so I was playing Crysis 2, and then it was just, for some reason, it was just taking so long to load, and then I remember I was just sitting there thinking, why don't I call my channel LoadedCrysis? And then I was like, wait, LoadedCrysis. And that's kind of how my name came around. And you always remember that. You know, I'm sure you guys have got things as well that you've talked about, that maybe you set up a business, maybe you've just set up a little like side hustle, whatever you're doing. You know, just some certain names come from things, and it's always really interesting to learn the story behind it. Anyway, how the Helldivers game title came about. So on the surface, Helldivers is a perfect title for a game about soldiers dropping into hostile planets brimming with enemies. What else is there to say about the title's origins? And Johan said Helldivers was a thought on the phrases "war is hell" and "diving into war." So Helldivers it became. Also, we wanted a name that reflected the activity of what you do in the game. The Helldivers name had also lingered in the back of my name since I learned the name of the World War II era Curtis SB-2C dive bomber. I've always wanted to do something with it. The Helldivers name fits so well, it actually stayed the same from the earliest pitches to the final product. On an emotional level, we wanted the name Helldivers to evoke the feeling of going up against crazy odds that you'll probably die. So yeah, that was just, I thought it was some interesting news to share with you guys on the backstory of Helldivers, and also me. So yeah. Anyway, let's read through the new Galactic War update. So, the Baskinator put out saying, after having failed 2 major orders in a row, our Helldivers are back to their usual winning ways. The training facilities upon Heath Angel's Venture, Asir Pass, and Vernon Wells are up and running and effectively producing reinforcements to bolster offensive operations across the galaxy. During the last days, we saw unusually large assaults by both fascist bugs and socialist automatons hitting Heath and Asir Pass, but our heroic Helldivers stood tall and rebuffed those attacks with determination and valor. When the moment called for them, the Helldivers answered with force, with over 81% of active Helldivers choosing to distribute liberty and galactic justice to the enemies of managed democracy. Now, in effort to boost morale among fresh recruits, the Helldivers are tasked to kill or dismantle a large number of enemies than ever before. However, any dead enemy of freedom counts, so either front is a viable alternative to assist their efforts. The Eagle 500k bomb has been temporarily made available to all Helldivers. I mean, I've been using it anyway, but that's really cool that everyone will have it. And it says, "Good hunting, Helldivers. Go forth and kill them all." Now, this was the new major order, as you'll see on your screen. There's 104,000 Helldivers active. Is there more than that now, or is it still 104,000? Because the Sunday is normally one of the biggest games for gaming, one of the biggest times for gaming, isn't it? And oh no, it's around about the same. I mean, actually on Steam it says 75,000 now, so I mean maybe it's just a little bit outdated. But it says, in order to further inspire the hard work of our patriotic citizens to support the war effort. Demonstrate the glorious lethality of the Helldivers, kill or dismantle the targeted number of Freedom's enemies, which is that 3.1 billion, I think. That's the most random thing. But I think we'll do it pretty well this time. We've got 4 days, and if I'm honest, I think I just think because we've got an option to kill bugs as well. I think we'll go ahead and win this one, and I'm looking forward to grinding it a lot tonight, and just be enjoying the game overall. So looking forward to a new week ahead as well for Helldivers and new content. Lots happening in the whole world of the game, so I'm excited to get this major order completed. Hopefully, we'll get it done. You know, as I said, we've got 4 days to do it, so hopefully we'll get it done within the next day or two. I really think we'll smash it, and then I feel like something's going to be something big. Something big has felt like it's coming on the way for a long time for Helldivers, to be honest. So let's hope that is the truth. And I really just want to see the Illuminates really badly. That's what I want. But of course, don't get annoyed, guys. I want to see those big patch fixes too. There may or may not be a patch on Tuesday. It really depends, because they prepare for major builds at the end of the month. So if there's going to be a major build at the end of May, then I don't see there being a patch on Tuesday, but they might just do it anyway, just to clear up some kind of tiny hotfix things and all of that. But anyway, much love to all of you. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next Helldivers video coming very soon. The grind, I'm telling you, is going to be real this week. You're going to see a lot of uploads.